It's been 7 years since id Software released their last game, but now it's back with Rage, a brand new shooter set in a post-apocalyptic wasteland. New vehicle-based combat, rallies, and races, a first for the developer, are there to supplement the running and gunning, and expectations for the game are understandably high. After all, id pretty much invented the first-person shooter.
Maybe you're the man for the job.
The game is easy. Kill or be killed.
From the get-go, Rage casts players into a wasteland, a sprawling, visually impressive dust bowl filled with gangs, mutants, and an oppressive militaristic faction known as the Authority. There are some allies to be made and many missions to undertake, but as one would expect from id's latest FPS, the majority of the player's goals are accomplished down the barrel of a gun. Rage's level design encourages both sniping and claustrophobic shotgunning in equal measure, and a healthy variety in enemies and their behaviors keeps players on their toes in the best possible way. When melee enemies charge into attack, they'll jump off walls, swing from ceilings, or somersault, often just in time to dodge a perfect headshot. A lack of assisted targeting makes the firefights frantic and skill-based, and many different guns, ammo types, and gadgets add different flavors to the carnage. An all-inclusive weapon wheel for inventory management would have made things a bit easier, though. There are a good amount of memorable set-piece missions in Rage, but overall the game suffers from some uneven pacing. Difficulty scales well enough, but some of the most memorable encounters happen long before the finale. There's no shortage of fun things to do in Rage. It was nice to be able to decide whether or not to pursue the main story, or go on an optional side quest for an upgraded weapon or crafting schematic, hit the racetrack, or play a collectible card game at the local bar. Traveling Rage's wasteland is done almost exclusively by car. There are marauding packs of enemy vehicles to blow up along the way, but the lion's share of the combat is reserved for the numerous dungeon-like areas that players enter on foot.
As the captain has told you earlier, getting the information off your ID drive is critical for us. But there are some sectors that I can't access with the single decryptor I have. And that's where you come in.
Vehicle-based events are quick and fun. They include time trials, rallies, and races, and they come in armed and unarmed varieties. Vehicular mayhem is also a big part of Rage's multiplayer, which includes 4 variations of rally-based events, but oddly, none of these is a straight-up race. These matches really just feel like a fun distraction from the game's main course. Rage also features a 2-player co-op mode called Wasteland Legends. These objective-based side stories are good fun with a friend, but given the strength of the game's running and gunning, id's decision not to include competitive on-foot multiplayer is another strange choice. A few Xbox 360 specific technical points are also worth mentioning. On the positive side, Rage has been optimized to run at 60 frames per second, making the on-screen action lightning quick. Installing all 3 discs worth of data to the console hard drive, totaling more than a massive 21 gigabytes, is recommended, given that the game streams textures in real time. It's a big footprint, so it's worth considering. On that note, Rage's environments look fantastic when viewed at mid to long range and in the midst of combat. But up close, environmental and object textures start to look blurry and washed out. It's really only noticeable when looting the corpses of fallen enemies and searching the environment for crafting materials and collectibles, but you'll be doing quite a bit of that. It's mainly distracting because the rest of Rage looks so great. All told, Rage delivers an incredibly solid experience on the Xbox 360 that proves its chops as both a first-person shooter and arcade racer.